Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by green fields and flowing rivers, there stood a giant mango tree. The tree was so tall that its branches touched the clouds, and its roots dug deep into the soil, drinking the cool water underground every summer. The tree was full of golden, juicy mangoes that children from the village loved to eat. But the mango tree had another secret. High on its branches lived a tiny sparrow. She was small, with brown and white feathers, and a cheerful song that echoed through the village every morning. The villagers loved waking up to her sweet voice. But nobody knew how close the sparrow and the mango tree had become. One day, as the sparrow fluttered around, searching for twigs to build her nest, the mango tree said in a gentle voice, "Little sparrow, why don't you build your nest on my branches? I will protect you from the wind, the rain, and the burning sun." The sparrow chirped happily. "Oh, thank you, dear tree. I was looking for a safe place. I will build my nest here, and I promise I will sing for you every day." And so the sparrow built her tiny nest on a strong branch. She laid her eggs, and soon little chicks hatched, filling the tree with life and joy. Every morning, the sparrow sang, and the mango tree listened with happiness. One year, during the rainy season, the skies turned dark. Heavy clouds gathered, and the winds blew fiercely. Thunder roared, and lightning flashed across the sky. The little sparrow trembled in fear as the storm shook her nest. "Don't be afraid," whispered the mango tree. "I will hold you safe in my arms." The storm raged all night. Rain poured down, rivers overflowed, and many small plants were washed away. But the sparrow and her chicks remained safe, protected under the strong branches of the mango tree. When the storm ended, the sparrow looked around and realized how lucky she was. "Dear tree," she said softly, "you saved us. Without you, I don't know what would have happened." The tree rustled its leaves and replied, "That's what friends are for." Seasons changed. The sparrow's chicks grew up and flew away to start their own lives. But the sparrow stayed with the mango tree. Every day, she sang songs of gratitude, and the tree answered with shade, fruit, and shelter. Children from the village would gather around the tree, eating mangoes, laughing, and playing in its shade. The tree was happy, the sparrow was happy, and life was peaceful. But peace never lasts forever. One hot summer, a woodcutter entered the village. He was looking for strong wood to sell in the town. When he saw the giant mango tree, his eyes lit up with greed. "This tree will make me rich," he muttered. "Its wood is strong, and it is big enough to sell in the market." The sparrow overheard him and panicked. "Oh no! If he cuts the tree, I will lose my home, and all the children will lose their mangoes. I must do something." The next morning, the woodcutter returned with his axe. He raised it high and struck the tree. Thud! The sound echoed through the village. The mango tree cried out in pain, but it could not move. The sparrow flew down and pleaded, "Please, kind man, don't cut this tree. It gives fruit to the children, shade to the tired, and shelter to so many birds." But the woodcutter only laughed. "Little bird, what can you do to stop me? You're too small." The sparrow knew she couldn't stop him alone. She flew quickly across the village. Calling her friends, soon a flock of sparrows, pigeons, and parrots gathered. The sparrow explained the danger, and all the birds agreed to help. When the woodcutter raised his axe again, hundreds of birds swooped down, flapping their wings around his face. They chirped loudly, pecked at his hat, and pulled his hair. The man stumbled, dropped his axe, and ran away, covering his head. "You foolish birds," he shouted as he disappeared into the forest. "You may have won today, but I will be back." The sparrow landed gently on the mango tree and said, "Don't worry, dear friend. As long as we are here, nobody will harm you." The tree sighed with relief and whispered, "You saved me, little sparrow. You may be small, but your heart is big and brave. From that day on, the sparrow and the mango tree became a symbol of friendship in the village. The children told the story again and again, how a tiny sparrow saved a mighty tree. And so, the villagers learned that friendship is not about size or strength, it is about loyalty, courage, and love. Every night, the sparrow sang her song, and the mango tree listened, its leaves rustling softly in the moonlight. They had protected each other, and their bond remained forever. And whenever a storm passed, or whenever the wind blew through the branches, the sparrow would whisper, "We will always stand together."